Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8. Today, the 20th day month of July 2023. I am Grace Dorcas Nwekachi. First, major headlines. After Amobioga's motion, Rep sets up ad hoc committee over insecurity in Isukwato and Umunochi. Southeast youth leaders criticize federal government call for nationwide protest over fuel hike. Customs deserves anti-smuggling strike force. We'll take commercials, we'll be right back with details and many more. Stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. After a motion of urgent public importance raised by the member representing Isukwato and Umunochi Federal Constituency of Abia State, Honorable Amobi Godwin Oga, in which he sought workable means to curb the activities of bandits, kidnappers and other criminal elements operating in communities around his constituency and beyond. The House of Representatives has set up an ad hoc committee to interface with relevant security agencies to tackle further security concerns. The Coalition of Southeast Youth Leaders, COSEL, has called for a nationwide protest against the recent upward review of the pump price of petrol motor spirit, PMS, also called petrol. In a statement issued on Wednesday by the President General of COSEL, Godwin Goodluck Ibem, he described the development as wickedness from the authorities, citing the present hardship imposed on Nigerians due to the fuel subsidy removal. A middle-aged woman identified as Chinyere Awuda has been killed and her body reportedly found in an abandoned swimming pool in Cosmila Hotel, Oka, Anambra State. ABN TV gathered that Ms. Awuda hails from Anobi in Idemili South local government area of the state. As part of measures to relieve the suffering of commuters caused by the removal of fuel subsidies, Bayelsa State Governor Doidiri has launched a new transport scheme. The governor, during the launch of 100 cabs and 6 luxury buses on Wednesday at the DSP Alami Yisia Banquet Hall premises, Yenogwa, stated that the initiative was his administration's palliative to boost the transport sector. Justice Binta Anyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered the Department of State Services, DSS, to grant the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, access to a medical doctor of his choice on grounds that he requires urgent ear surgery amidst his reported failing health. Delivering judgment, Justice Ayanko also ordered the secret police to also monitor, record and seal all medical sessions administered on the IPOB leader for security purposes. The Benue State government, led by Governor Hachat Alia, has uncovered 2,500 ghost workers on the state payroll. In a statement issued on Thursday by his chief press secretary, Sir Teso Kula, the governor expressed regret over the delay in payment of salaries of teachers in primary and secondary schools, as well as local government staff. The governor explained that the decision for the delay was taken after the government discovered mindless padding of the wage bill and other fraudulent manipulations on their payroll. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, the immediate past governor of Kano State, may be named interim national chairman of the All Progressives Congress. Governors on the party platform for governing tonight at the Imo State Governor's Lodge, presided over by Hope Uzodinma, host governor and chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum. According to party sources, Governor Uzodinma, his Kwara counterpart, Governor Abdurrahman Abdurazak, and Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun are the arrowheads of the project to sell the former Kano State Governor as acting national chairman, pending a special convention where a substantive replacement for the displaced Senator Abdullahi Adamu from the North Central Zone would emerge. Jigawa State Task Force on Petroleum Products has warned filling stations against tampering with their pumps and unnecessary price increase. The The chairman, Ko Hamad Hassan, retired, gave the warning during an inspection visit to some petrol stations in Dusseldorf, the state capital. He said the committee has observed with dismay the attitude of some filling stations adjusting their pump to short-charge customers. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency on Wednesday secured an order from the Federal High Court in Lagos for the final forfeiture of 111 vehicles and motorcycles abandoned by alleged drug dealers. The court also granted an order directing the agency to sell the forfeited vehicles and make payment of the proceeds to the federal government. Justice Ayokule Faji granted the orders after listening to the submissions of the NDLEA's counsel, Abu Ibrahim. To promote best practices and enhance trade facilitation, the Acting Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, has approved the dissolution of CGC's strike force teams with immediate effect. Customs National Public Relations Officer Chief Superintendent of Customs Abdullahi Maiwada, who made this known in a statement yesterday, said that the Customs Boss also directed the Federal Operations Unit to take over the strike force responsibilities across the Federation henceforth. The candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) for KB Gonu Ijumo Federal Constituency in the last general elections, Honorable Olai Michael Onubatoke, is dead. The family confirmed this in a statement on his Facebook handle. On business news, despite the growing desire among youth to leave the shores of Nigeria to overseas in search of greener pasture, the Federal Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace says it will collaborate with the United States on direct flight to Houston and Texas. Department Secretary Dr. Emmanuel Merobole made the promise during a visit to the ministry by a delegation from the United States led by the mayor of Houston and Texas, Sylvester Turner, on Tuesday in Abuja. This brings us to the end of the news at 8. But before we go, we cover major stories. After Amobioga's motion, reps set up ad hoc committee over insecurity in Isikwato Limunochi. Southeast youth leader criticized federal government calls for nationwide protests over fuel hike. Customs deserves anti-smuggling strike force. These and many more different platforms. Log on to www.abntv.com.ng, and you can also follow us on our social media platforms being listed on the screen. I am Grace Dorcas Onyekachi. Have a pleasant night. Stay safe.